Welcome back to The Grind for an Act 6 guide. This is Act 6, Chapter 3, Quest number 2, with the Nick Fury boss, and there's Encroaching, Stun, and Inevitability, as well as Biohazard. Now, you could theoretically get through this path with a select number of champions, but I highly recommend using that boost sub-routines, or improved sub-routines rather, where anytime your champion would be inflicted with a poison or bleed but is immune, you will then go stun immune for, I think it's 10 seconds. And so we started the fight, since I'm running suicides, with stun immunity. Now, the problem is this isn't just encroaching stun. You don't just have to time your special attacks with the encroaching stun timer. The problem is when the opponent throws a special, you will also be stunned unless you have a stun immune champion. And there are some champions that could make this path work, but it just wouldn't seem worth it unless you are truly a glutton for punishment. I would recommend, even if you didn't have this boost, just spending the 50 units on the boost. But you should be able to pick up these boosts from other paths. So if you don't have it, look around for it on a different path, and then you should be able to pick it up. Now, Guillotine 2099 is an exceptional champion for this because she can ramp up, finish with her special 3s. She is poison and bleed immune, so you don't have to worry about hitting into the block, and you can then be stun immune very frequently. Now, if RNG is not in your favor, there is a chance that you will lose your stun immunity, and you will be hitting the opponent 4, 5, 6, 7 times and pushing them over a bar of power, but not triggering a bleed or a poison. So in that situation, you're going to want to hold block to prevent the opponent from throwing a stun, wait for them to dash back, and then attack into their block as much as you can, like this right here, attacking into the block and hoping that a trigger of poison will occur so that you will then reactivate the stun immunity. And if you don't activate that stun immunity and they have a bar of power and throw the special, you will be stunned and get hit right to the face with that special attack. So you do have to be careful about that. Warlock is another great option, again, because of dual immunities. And I should mention that this boost is only applied to tech champions. So the techs I brought in included Warlock, Guillotine 2099, and then I also brought along Vision because then I get the added Fury bonus when I am immune to a debuff as well. And then I could use Vision for a fight or two if I felt I needed to. And I did take him into one fight just for fun. But this is what I think is a great team because of the dual immunities, not just poison immunity, not just bleed immunity, and also because of the sustainability with Warlock and Guillotine 29 having some great regen potential, as well as both having solid utility and damage potential, particularly with Guillotine 2099 being able to ramp up and get that greater than 100 combo from fight to fight to get that big bursty damage right from the get-go. Now, we're not going to be looking at every single fight on this path because I just wanted to have a quick, brief guide to explain the buff or the boost that you can use to make this path much more straightforward. But here you can see I'm not stun immune right now, and Encroaching Stun was ticking down, so I had to get a combo in quickly so that I could then get that stun immunity. And luckily, I did trigger a bleed that I was immune to and then went immune to stun. So I was able to get that stun immunity up at the right time. But it is possible that that will not occur. And this is the path. The champions are very straightforward, except for Domino is a little bit of a challenging opponent. So if you're just got to play a little cautiously against Domino, but really that's the only challenging fight on the path. And so I do think that this path is quite straightforward once you know the boost that can make it easy. And if you have the tech champions to do it, because as I mentioned, the boost only applies to tech champions. So this is the fight that I went in with Vision Age of Ultron, just for some fun, make some use of him. Why not? He is only rank 1. He is unawakened. I have been opening featured crystals currently when I'm making this video. He is in that featured crystal. So if I was to awaken him, there's a chance that I would take him to rank 2, especially with the solo competitive mode coming, the Battlegrounds. He is very likely to be a solid champion in that mode with such great power control. And so basically, I'm just trying to push him to as high power as possible before I throw my special 2, because the damage off of the special 2 is directly related to how much power is burned. So we're going to skip some of this fight just to make the video a little bit shorter. I just wanted to have a quick reference for people to see the options for the boosts and taking on this path. And I might put some more Act 6 videos out for paths that I felt were more challenging, that I did really want to use the boosts for in my exploration of Act 6. So I hope that this was helpful. Thank you for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are and tips you might have, and I hope to see you in the next video.